Good morning, Manchester High School. It is Friday, and welcome to the December 8th edition of The Pulse. I'm Ryan Stewart. Later, we'll cover a prominent social issue happening not only in our community, but across the country as well.
And finally, we will reflect upon an annual tradition for the Manchester community and how it manages to get everyone excited for the holiday season.
All this and much more coming up on this week's edition of
The Pulse. Of the many local businesses on Main Street, one is looking towards helping the community in much farther ways than serving coffee. Michael Christie gives us the story.
Within our small town's community, many local shops, restaurants, and businesses try not to only entertain their customers, but also support them in any way possible. Silk City Coffee, located in downtown Manchester, has been open since 2016 and is one of the many popular hotspots helping those in need just in time for the holiday season. Within the bright atmosphere and modern interior, Silk City offers many opportunities other than just enjoying a cup of coffee or savoring their baked pastries. They strive to ensure that with every order, a portion of their proceeds go back into the community to support local programs and attract more people, not into only their shop, but also Main Street too. From current students of MHS to alumni like Tom Robinson, they realize how beneficial the coffee shop is to complete work or to simply catch up with others.
As I say, it's a lively place. People are doing their work, they're getting together, they're chatting, and it's just a very vibrant feeling place.
They also arrange events throughout the week to establish the connection they aim for within the community, including live music at 7 and Christmas-themed events just in time for the holiday season.
It's great. I haven't ever worked for a place that does stuff like that. Usually they have like community events or like involve the community in some way, but to work for a business that actually gives some of their proceeds back to the community is really cool.
And being a part of making that difference, really inviting the community to come and be active in a really special downtown area.
As Silk City leaves its mark in Manchester, the coffee shop looks forward to impacting the community in a positive way. From Manchester, this has been Michael Christie reporting.
It's a really great feeling to see businesses going out of their way to help those in need.
Yeah, it's so important, especially during this time of year. Make sure you check out Silk City Coffee on 763 Main Street for more holiday-themed events, or on their website at www.silkcitycoffee.com.
Another great organization that gives hope to those involved is the Gay Straight Alliance for Equality Club, right here at MHS. Haley Rogers uncovers the extensive ability to providing a welcoming environment to anyone who walks through their doors.
92% of LGBTQ youth say they hear negative messages about being who they are. The top sources are schools, the internet, and their peers. G-Safe, a club at Manchester High School, is working towards bringing students and staff together in many ways, including
put these on our doors for a safe space, showing that it's a safe space, safe zone. And if students see that, then they know that they can go into that room and get help if they need to.
For Max Toth, G-Safe means
G-Safe personally means acceptance to me, because like when I came to this school freshman year, I felt really vulnerable. But then I found such a great safe space in G-Safe.
This group of students participates in and helps organize events for the Day of Remembrance, Day of Silence, and National AIDS Awareness Day. Not only do they impact the world through these events, they also influence students among Manchester High School and the community.
I think that students feel safe at Manchester High, more comfortable knowing that we have a G-Safe, that there is a place they can go.
G-Safe is a non-judgmental safe space for students and staff.
If you want to join, we're always open and we're always welcoming, and you're always welcome.
As Max Toth said, G-Safe is open to all, so make sure to stop by room 204 to speak to Miss Michael Rogers. From Manchester, this has been Haley Rogers reporting.
No matter your sexual orientation, you have the right to go to school and not be harassed, bullied, or discriminated against because of such social injustices.
And across the country, people are uniting to speak out against these certain social injustices. Recently, more and more victims of sexual harassment are coming forward to share their stories. Olivia McHugh depicts a short film in which this issue is shown through the eyes of a female high school student.
From the age of 12, we were told that if boys pulled our hair or poked us with pencils, it meant that they liked us, but we didn't like it that much. We were 13 years old when we had walked down the street and had men look from our feet to our face and listen as they completely replaced our identity from human to object. As they said cringeworthy things to us, we wanted to run, but we were frozen in place. We continued walking fast-paced, turning on whatever sidewalk was closest just to get away. They rated our bodies on a scale from 1 to 10, and if you were a 10, you would learn to hear your days hearing whistles, purring, and damn girl, because if you were a damn girl, that meant you weren't a damn girl at all. You were just a toy labeled, do whatever you want to me, even though I don't care. And we had to watch what we wore, because if too much shoulder was showing, we had to change our clothing, because it distracted the boys from their learning. So when we were 16, we screamed, because the men that followed us on the sidewalks finally caught up to us. They get on top, and you don't need to know the rest, because we are some of the 68% of victims that will never tell a soul. In the morning, we will pick the outfit that is the most discreet, because we want to make sure no other man from the street thinks that we are sweet enough to want to taste. And we will sit in the back of the class, where nobody will ask how our weekend was, because if they asked, we may just burst into tears. We live in fear. We will run home so that we never see the same men again who wait for us to be alone. We went from playing with toys to being toys ourselves, so boys will be boys and us women will never tell.
It's really empowering to see victims of this serious issue come forward. Their bravery and courage is truly inspiring.
We'll be right back after this message to highlight the hopes and aspirations for this upcoming sports season at MHS, so stay with us.
Nearly 1.3 million people die in road crashes each year. On average, that's 3,287 deaths a day. There is also an additional 20 to 50 million people who are injured or disabled from car accidents. More than half of all road traffic deaths occur among young adults, ages from 15 to 44. As drivers, we are entering the most dangerous part of the year with the winter snow on the roads. So please, buckle up, be cautious of your surroundings, and stay safe.
With the winter sports season underway, many teams of MHS are preparing to change the face of Manchester athletics for good. AJ Alibrio shows us what the coaches and players are hoping to accomplish with their respective teams.
Last year, the Manchester High School winter sports teams had quite the productive season, but this year, they're expecting more. We had a chance to talk to some experienced winter sports athletes and coaches about their expectations for the upcoming season.
We got a lot of guys returning, so hopefully we do a little better and we want to take home a league championship this year.
My expectations for the season is to hopefully finish on top of the CCC North division again, like we've done the past 2 years.
Seniors Amaya Stewart and junior Colin Zorger give us an inside scoop on what they hope for their fast-approaching seasons.
My biggest expectation, and I think this is a pretty reachable goal, is that like half the team will make or qualify for states.
So this year, especially senior year, we definitely want to make it to the championships.
Manchester athletes are working hard and are looking forward to having successful seasons. The winter sports teams here in Manchester are preparing for their upcoming season. Make sure you get out here and support them. From Manchester, this has been AJ Alibrio reporting.
The students of MHS are all very excited to see what the teams will accomplish. We can't wait to see how the season turns out.
With the recent decline in the budget for technology of the Manchester public school system, many are wondering what the effect of these changes will be. Pat Doherty gives us an inside look at what technology does for students and how the role of the budget cut is going to impact the school's learning experience.
Mahatma Gandhi once said that if we want to reach real peace in this world, we must start educating our children. This quote still impacts modern society today, and without an education, our current generation of students would not be able to lead the future world.
Many supplies are necessary to construct a successful learning environment for students. Our supplies, along with creativity, make
so many more opportunities and things that are improving, and it's just becoming more advanced. You know, future education is going to furthermore include technology.
So what does this proposed budget mean for the future of Manchester Public Schools?
It makes it a lot easier for teachers to interact with their students because they have things like Google Classroom and we use our Chromebooks every day in class, and it makes it really useful for them trying to give us work even when we're not in the classroom so they can still reach us.
Technology is so vital in school and education because with the modern age, that's just how things are going, and that's what we need to continue learning.
With over a $73,000 decrease in budget for textbooks this year, students will feel a major impact without some of the crucial elements to our learning.
Yeah, it would make learning in the classroom a lot more structured because it wouldn't give students the freedom to research their topics online, and because you can find anything on the internet, but if you don't have that, then you're limited to what you can find in the books that you have in your classroom.
An ever-changing budget and learning environment makes Manchester Public Schools unique when compared to our neighboring towns. The technology provided to us by our Board of Education will certainly help take our learning to a whole new level. From Manchester, this has been Patrick Doherty reporting.
Even with these decreases, the Manchester Board of Education is hopeful for the future and looking towards advancing the role of technology in the education and our public school system.
In other news, the town of Manchester came together last Thursday to celebrate the annual Christmas tree lighting on Main Street. Lauren Packer recaps this community-wide event and how it manages to depict the start of the holiday season.
Manchester, home to many, joined together at St. James Church on November 30th to see the annual Christmas tree lighting, have a hot cup of cocoa, and have a visit with Santa Claus. Putting this ceremony on for the kids is especially important to allow them to get in the holiday spirit and get closer with the community. Tana Parcelletti, Manchester's downtown manager, says,
I love to see the children come to this and be very happy and just so lighthearted, and the way the world is these days, it's really nice for people to put aside some of those things and just remember that we're all a part of a community and we're all here for each other, and Manchester's a great place to live.
The annual tree lighting has a special place in Taylor Kite's heart.
I love it when the tree lights up. It's like Christmas is starting, and I love Christmas, so that's really fun. And just to hear all the kids' reactions and everything is really sweet.
Mr. Claus, a big hit at the tree lighting, really enjoys this event and does it for
Oh, the kids. Absolutely. Just all the beautiful faces and seeing the kids enjoy, be happy, and then listening to what they have to say. Some are very, 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 very beautiful, simple statements about loving their family. It's really wonderful.
After this occasion, running for over 30 years, it has been a big part of the Manchester community on a yearly basis. This event gives families the chance to get in the holiday spirit and reflect on the blessings that they have around them. From Manchester, this has been Lauren Packer reporting.
Events like these are such a great representation of our town's strong sense of community.
I stopped by for a bit, and it was great to see the community come together to celebrate the holiday season.
I agree. Well, that's all we have for you this week, Manchester.
If you have any suggestions for stories you might have missed, email Mr. Larson at b11elars@mpspride.org or visit us in the Communications Suite.
If you're interested in learning more about the Pulse or to see some of our other projects, visit mhstelevision.com.
And don't forget to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook at MHS Red Prod. I'm Lexi Oquendo.
And I'm Ryan Stewart. This has been
The Pulse.